will be collecting some items. I will be probably getting gold and all that. Showing me, good levels for certain areas. Hope you learn. Mostly for people who never played the game. Just doing a casual run. Just want to beat the game. Not one just wants to beat the game. Just doesn't want to make a whole build for the game, even though they're blind. This is the bare minimum. Let's go. I will be skipping all dialogue and cutscenes.
Yeah.
So if you want to look at the cutscenes, you have to look at them for yourself. If you ask me, the best starting class is Knight. The best starting gift, if you also ask me, would probably be the light. I'm not gonna twinkle over all this. Just gonna start. There is a few things I'm gonna pick up. I'll explain why I use the Knight class too. Not any other ones. Of course, it's totally up to you, but if you don't know which one to use, go Knight. But 100%, if you don't know what ability you're going to use, go to Prive. That has 10 in every stat. It is level 1, so that's the lowest defense. So let me explain some stuff about the Knight. So we got a longsword, which is really good. Fast, again, R2, it's the R2. This is a rolling attack. This is that's the one-handed running attack. This is the two-handed R1s. That's the heavy attack. That's the running attack. This, if you click L2 on your controller, you get this, and you can bonk, or you can do that. If you click R2, you'll get the more damage version, or you can get the guard breaking. Guard breaking is when you break someone's shield, their defense of the shield, and they'll go off the block, and you can repulse them. For example, I'm gonna let him attack. That should make it easier. Apparently I'm not getting good, but you can parry. Stuck out of this shit. Also, this has 100% physical reduction, so you won't do any damage to that weapon. Yeah, you're only defensive class. I would recommend starting off with the life ring if you're new. The longsword does quite a bit of damage for early game. Doesn't do the most damage, obviously, but it's pretty good. If you start off with the Knight class, you will be level 9. Here's your stats. Your attack power is 124. If you play Dark Souls 2 and 1, you might not be familiar with how absorption works. Defense is not the main priority. Defense, let's say you have, I think this is how it works. I'm not the master of this, but say you have 0 absorption with 80 defense, you'll take 80 damage. Or it depends on what sword you get hit by. But so you can look at other videos. I don't really know how to explain absorption. You're gonna need this item. You don't need it necessarily, but you're gonna want it. Ash Nestus. I will be showing a beginner guide to the boss fighting fight. Bonfires. These are basically checkpoints. Once you get to, let's say you 2, you can warp back. Or, you know, you can't do it here yet. You can, though, once you kill the first boss. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to pick up as much items as possible. I know I said I'm gonna be doing the bare minimum, but I will try to find... What is this guy doing? I had binoculars now. I will be showing you guys how to get... You pay close attention. He's using it too. He carries that freaking L2 if you time it right. And shield isn't the best for it. It's not even meant for it. It sucks for parrying. So if you're gonna try to parry a bunch, nice shield ain't useful. Plunging attack you can do by running off of the wall and putting on one in the middle of the hall. I want these fire bombs for the first boss. If you never play a Souls game, I'll explain a bunch of stuff. That might be very useful. We're gonna get an important item now. We're gonna want that. It's a Titanite shard and it allows us to upgrade our weapons. We need 2 to upgrade our longsword for the first time. Also, have your jump controls at O instead of L3. O. This is up to you, but I like it at 0 because the 0 seems to sometimes go. Okay. We're gonna get the shard. You want the shard to upgrade your longsword to +1. Should give it a bit more damage. Basically no cost besides Titanite shards, which is what we're gonna get in a second. But I actually failed to jump like an idiot. There we go. Titanite shard. These are very important. Alright. You can also take counter damage. Let's say you're gonna attack. So you're about to attack, you can take counter damage. Let's say you're doing a jump attack. You don't want to take counter damage. Okay, whatever. But you do take extra damage. Counter damage. If you're gonna use a rapier or something like that, you are gonna indeed want to use a rapier and the Leo ring. That's the best. We'll find that later on. I will be making multiple times for most builds. Already done one on Twitch, but I don't know why I was parried. This is beginner strat. I'm not gonna really show the advanced. The advanced is you need to roll, you wanna move, and that's how you roll, you get items. There's a thing in the game that reduces your defense, but you don't go roll. I'm pretty good, and yeah. Okay, so firebomb. Rock firebomb. Actually, rock firebomb. This attack, I stuck about it. Walk on. We're about to get. I know that looks like a weapon, and when I was first pulling it, I thought that was a weapon. It isn't a weapon. It's actually a key item that we're going to use very shortly. Sorry about that background noise. So, we're going to be doing a strength build. I will be doing guides for most builds, or pretty much all of them actually. Sorcery, Faith, Pyromancy, Dexterity, you know those. I might do a luck build. That might be good. Okay, so, and you're wondering, why in the world do I have more HP than I originally had? Whenever you kill a boss and you didn't have that extra HP, you'll get more HP. And you'll know you had that more HP. You'll have it because you have red around you. Then you had the more HP. You can use it by getting it. You can get it by using an ember, killing a boss when you aren't embered, invading someone and killing them. getting summoned in someone's world and helping them kill the boss. Yeah, I'm offline, so we won't be invading or summoning. And I'm not gonna edit. Well, I don't know how to edit, but I wouldn't edit it, so you don't miss anything.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I take the lords to this end. Very well, then
now we can level up. I'm doing a strength build, so I'm gonna put a 2 points into strength and 1 into HP. Oh yeah, right. This is for HP. This is for more attunement, which is basically mana. This is for stamina, which allows you to attack, roll. If you don't have any stamina, you can't do anything besides walk. This allows you to carry more armor on you and weapons and rings and stuff. This is our main priority for this build: strength. Dexterity, probably in normal most of the time. Intelligence, we're probably in or that we're in or. We're gonna want some luck. Luck increases bleed. It's if you're going for luck build, you're gonna want to infuse your weapon with hollow, and you want to use Carthus Rouge on it. And it also gets you more items. So more item discovery means you get a higher chance of having items dropped by enemies.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Yeah, that's what? My
May the
HP
flame
increase. We're gonna get the Jester from this dude.
Don't you think?
We're also gonna kill this dude. Killing him's totally optional, but we need the heavy gem. Heavy gem is for strength. You slap it into your longsword or whatever weapon you're using, you'll get additional strength scaling. Oh yeah, scaling. See, I have a D in strength for this weapon and a D in dexterity. The more I upgrade the weapon, the higher the scaling. And if I slap a heavy gem in it, I get even more damage. If you're gonna kill this guy, which I probably wouldn't recommend you do, would recommend you do inside. You do barely any damage starting, so you will get killed by him a lot. Hard to take out, you dodge. He does get iframes, or not iframes, hyper armor. I'll explain that in a second. Don't kill your firekeeper. Either face him out. And now he has no Estus. That animation you saw him do, that's what happens when you try to use Estus that you can't even use. Killing him is pretty difficult, but we did it. Don't expect it to be easy. It's very difficult. Here's the merchant. You can give her ashes that you'll find throughout the game. They get new armor. I don't even remember how heavy this armor is. Okay, you'll probably know it's better than other armor because it's heavier, but that's not always the case. You need the Ashen Estus Flask I picked up earlier to talk to him. We can reinforce the weapon. One more time shard that I'll show you how to get later. Infusement. Once we get a certain coal, we can infuse those heavy. You're probably never gonna have to repair anything. This allows you for more Estus. We're gonna do this. Don't do that if you're doing a magic build, aka sorcery / faith / pyromancy, or anything where you're using either your weapon arts or anything. Since I'm not going to be using my weapon art most of the time, no need for Ashen. Estus Flasks, normal, recovers your HP. The blue ones, the blue Estus, recovers your mana, aka FP. Well, it's called FP. FP stands for focus points. Here, if you have any Estus shards, you can reinforce your Estus Flask. And if you talk to him a bunch, you get a certain gesture.
Yes, we think with him. Pretty like that.
Speaking of gestures, on the pad, the pad. I don't know what to call it. Here you get your gestures. You can use the bow or anything. You can switch them around. So I can switch this to rest, and I can switch this to collapse. And I can switch this for the hurrah I got. So that's what that looks like. This is what the collapse looks like. This is what the rest looks like. Remember that foiled sword we got earlier? This is where we use it. Now this will let us warp to bonfires. And you can only put it into this bonfire. So put it in there. Otherwise you're not going to be progressing. Sometimes you're going to get a wall here. And you have to wait for it to go out. We're going to be doing a glitch. Normally you have to get either 200,000 or 20,000 souls to open this. You have to buy a key, or you can kill an NPC. But let's do it. Let's do the tree jump, which I also suck at. This is probably a part that I probably would have wanted to edit, and I do want to edit because I suck at this. But basically, the idea is you want to get up on the tree and jump at the last second, so that way you'll land onto a place that will probably not be jumpable onto unless you do this. And even if you don't want to use the glitch on your first playthrough, use this. Obviously, again, I'm not telling you how to play the game. I always recommend it because it saves you 20,000 souls and an NPC, or an NPC, not an NPC also. 20,000 souls or an NPC. It'll save you either one. So, plus you get some good stuff. We're also gonna get a new little thing you can do called trading. Well, trading with specific stuff. And I'll trade it. Yeah, you see, I stuck to this one. If you want, you can skip to where I actually got it. That's up to you, because I suck at it. Please do skip to it. I mean, you can watch it, I guess. I mean, probably. I mean, even I would probably skip it. Gosh. It's possible. I've done it multiple times. And you'll see what happens when I actually get it off. Very close there. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Please, let me get this off. I know it's possible, and I'm gonna do it. I'm starting to not want to do this. I mean, it gives you another Estus. So do it. Do it till you get it. Or you could save it up till you get one black firebomb for playing a chunk. I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff with this. Such as not actually completing this. Imagine if this was a quest. Complete tree jump. Awesome district. I would probably never get it. Oh my god. It's a hard glitch, but it's not a glitch. Not even a glitch. It's probably implemented into the game. It's a very difficult thing to do, but it's worth it. It saves you again 20,000 souls or an NPC, which for miracle build is pretty useful, especially if you don't want to mess around with Egon, yes, Egon. I think I'm allowed to do a walkthrough. I've done an SL1 run before. Well, I have very recently. tweeted it very recently. Okay, that was probably my worst attempt yet. You really need to do the controls well. Kinda wanna. Starting to not want to do this. Instead, just be cool and kill the NPC, which I'm not a fan of doing. Sometimes I'll do it, but actually I'm lying. I do it a lot, but because you know I already did it before. That was a really bad attempt right there. There we go. Finally. Yeah, homeward bones we're gonna use in a second. One of them. We're not gonna use one, but we're gonna trade one. Don't try to run across here. You're probably gonna run off. Only do it if you already picked up everything you need. Well, come over here. Those are the invisible crows, I call them. That's the shard. Here, as I said, you can trade items, but only specific ones that you can trade. I don't want to give that much. You'll know if you gave the right item because you'll say pickle pea or pumper. Now we're gonna give her a homeward bone. Gives us 2 items. Iron bracelet, part of the Slayer set, aka Praise the Sun. Lighter. Yeah, it has worse defense. It does have better defense. Sorry. In this case, resistance to curse. We're also going to get an introduction to illusory walls. And also steel cubes. You can either roll for them or hit them. To be safe, I'm going to punch over my fist. Most of the time, illusory walls are the walls that look very, very suspicious. To make this jump, this right here is a really, really risky jump. Because it can kill you, as you saw. Because it almost killed me. Don't be that risky if you still have an Estus.
What?
We have an Estus shard. Reinforcing the Estus blast will give us more Estus.
Okay, be careful.
And also, once we get undead bone shards, we can also burn them back at Firelink here to get more HP out of our Estus. Equip that since we don't have it. So you can get up to 6 Estus really early on. I know it sounds weird, but you can. The one thing I don't like about this is I don't have a stream elements on here. I only have it for Twitch. It's not nice. Not nice. To a new player, this is like, am I on trial? I know, right? You're not. It's just a little trick. If you want, you can quit out right here and you'll load back in this. That's only speed only. Or people who have, oh yeah. If you're getting like attacked by enemies a lot and you just can't, you have to quit out, and it'll reload them. And they'll go back to their original position. It works on PS4. I don't know about other stuff, but it works on PC, it works on PS4. So, first actual enemy fight. I want to only kill the guys that are out. Gave me. Also, you can, pretty sure you can farm the longsword here, but we already have it, so I need to. I Not comparing with the shit. Well, most of the time, I'm pretty good at carrying, but I'm good at that. Oh, didn't even hit me. As I said, only kill these guys that I'll actually attack you. I'll actually kill this guy. We're gonna get the binoculars. Up here. Forgot it's not right there. Binoculars. So I would equip it on your bar here. You can use it to look down at stuff you're not sure of. I'm pretty sure if you have Hawkering, you can even more fervor. And why did I do that? There's also another thing we need to get. Come here. That we're gonna use the boss here. Absolutely obliterate it. Gold pine resin. Gold pine resin is a buff that lasts for 1 minute, I'm pretty sure. And adds lightning damage to your weapon. We'll be leveling as much as we can, but we won't be really fun with gold. I don't know why I'm standing there like an idiot. If you want to take no fall damage, here's what you can do. Silver deserted corpse. Gives us some souls, but I wouldn't use them unless you need them. You need souls. How did I not hit that guy? So we're about to get a top tier weapon. But before that, we are going to get a bonfire. Fire kills most of those enemies. So we have the first introduction to mimics. See that chain? It's sticking out like that? It's a mimic. It's not, and it's curled backwards. It ain't. If it's in front like this, attack. We're going to get this weapon. It's not the television I was talking about. It isn't. This guy attacks circle around him. Got stunned there. That hit me. He does scary damage. I know. This isn't the top tier weapon as I said, but it's a pretty good one. Deep battle axe. It has dark damage and physical damage. This is really good for early game, but sucks. It's really good on most enemies in really early game. I would only really use it until you get better weapons. See how intense it is? The whole lot. This is a new enemy. And it's very difficult, as you're he is parryable, which actually makes him a lot easier. Walking arm makes him a bit stronger. A bit. Only a bit. But it's worth it if you're going to use it. Those are fireballs. We're going to kill these. They're very carefully. So you don't fall. To get some fireballs. Don't run like that if you're not sure if you're gonna fall or not. Light this bonfire. You get the other thing that's where we need to upgrade the weapon. We do have, indeed have enough souls to upgrade weapons, so we're gonna go do that. once we get the Claymore. We're not be upgrading the Claymore. You can run if you want, like if you rest it or not. It doesn't matter. It depends if you're Mr. Run Boy or Mr. I want to kill these enemies. Don't pick up this. Now we have the God tier weapon. Claymore. This is good for basically everything. Can't use it at all. Yet. We need to get the stats for it. 16 strength and 16 dexterity. I'm gonna run to it. I'm gonna run back to my goals. I also found it. Not good. Let me get my I was quote unquote panicking. I wasn't actually panicking, I was just making it look like I was. To make it look like you have to. So even if just like quick on us. So we're gonna put obviously 1 point in strength and dexterity. We're gonna dump all stuff big, aka vitality. Stuff that makes us carry more. We'll be doing that. Doesn't mean we have to commit KYS for it, but it's worth it because you get 5 free levels at the cost of becoming beef jerky. But I mean, who cares?
What's very then hey.
1 point. Dump all of that. I still think it's battle, but oh, I don't. What about Knight's Gauntlets, please? I got right, don't I? It's fine. So, Claymore is top tier. It's very fast. Weapon on it. Still has the Gurdrick. And got a really good R2. Thrust attacks. Here's the jumping attack. 1 second. The two-handed running attack's the same. This is just a really good weapon. You can't avoid this weapon. It's unavoidable. If you ask me. all the souls you can. You obviously get items. You obviously get souls. Like, look at that damage. That's here. Yeah. Does less damage when you can battle us, but it doesn't have squid damage, which I'll explain what squid damage in a second. I'm also gonna get a raw gem from it. Raw gem? Put it on a weapon, and what it does. Takes away all the scaling and that extra damage, so you can see 30 extra damage here. But that would be taken away. But it gives me more extra damage. So if you have a low extra damage thing, well, is your getting a certain key for a quest line. I'm going to be able to get 6 Estus with not even 2 bosses, or 1 boss kill. Well, big boss. That was a tutorial boss. So we're also going to get a pretty good weapon. It's not the best. It works really well with raw infusion at low levels. This weapon, it's really fast, has short range, but it's insane with raw. Nah, it's not insane. It adds some damage, not much, but I mean, you get the extra damage. There's no reason not doing it if you ask me. We're here for the much more important thing. Selfie. The most important thing. We're here for the second most important thing. This. I don't care what I got. Got a key. Got an Estus shard. I'm gonna try to be doing these videos as long as possible, so you know, not as long as possible. Probably at max 2 hours. So let's go upgrade her, my boy. And also upgrade the Estus, so we can just get 6 Estus with not even the first main area boss killed yet. Yes, me? That is crazy. And we will be getting illusory, or what I like to call Lucy. We do need a bit of souls, but not much. And we only need 530 souls, which shouldn't be hard to get with these. That gives me 50. I don't know, remember how much gets this. Okay, that gives me just enough.
That just wasn't neat.
Not just enough. Also, we're gonna upgrade the rest of this. And upgrade. That gives us straight up better damage.
pretty.
Now we have a Claymore +1. Which is really good. Still does technically less damage than the battle axe, but I mean. Let's go save the NPC. I mean, having 6 Estus this early on is very, very nice. Especially since we're going to have Estus that actually has a bit more HP than normal. The max Estus slots got +10 Estus. +10, not like +10, as if like more Estus than 10. But I mean like upgrade Estus. The max Estus, at upgraded, like, upgraded Estus. 10. Now give you 600 HP. I'm created here, so I want to show you guys damage because look at that, only 3 hits for an enemy. That's really difficult most of the time. Don't let him throw that firebomb. It will kill you. Not that the firebomb is lethal, but what it does to the area is lethal. Okay, I just forgot toggle escaping this game doesn't work on the DS1.
No, you may not, but not
It'll give us the second ring we're gonna have.
I do it.
That's the NPC we just saved. Blue tier stone ring increases our absorption when we have a low HP. Which doesn't really matter, but it's a nice ring to have. But apparently, an extra 1 pound makes me fatter also. I have to take that off. Once we get another point into our bit, we should be able to put it on. I mean, there's no reason to, honestly, but it's just nice to have. It could possibly save you in a situation. That's very unlikely that it saves you, but I mean, it happens. And, yeah. So that enemy down looks intimidating, and they deserve intimidation for how difficult it is for all of the kill. What you want to do is to come here and point attack it. Well, I didn't get the attack done, or start it off. And now I'm left with a wing knife at full HP. Yeah, I should call it a wing knife. It's called a wing knife. It could possibly swap his weapon, but we're probably not going to be able to use it. Look at that damage. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I got greedy there, but it paid off. We got another weapon. Again. You're going to use real ring for counters rapiers for you. It's just mainly thrusts. It's really only thrusts. Yeah, it's only thrusts, really. I mean, maybe the weapon or something else. I don't feel like testing that out, though. Alright, we're going to equip the most important resin for this fight. But before we start the fight, we're gonna come up here and get a shortcut. Also, the summon a phantom. So I'll explain what a phantom is in a second. Also, I'm gonna get green blossoms. Green blossoms increase your stamina regen. A bunch of them fall down, which, like, I mean, it's cool, but not needed. Shortcut. Explain where you go to use the shortcut later. If I die, but if you do die, and I don't, I'll we're gonna go get a very nice ring that I wouldn't put on immediately though. It's an only 1 in a time ring, you can get it in many other places too. Ring of Sacrifice. It breaks when you die if you have it on. But you don't lose any of your souls. I don't think you lose your Ember status if you have it on. If you have an Ember. And if you had lost souls that you had to pick up and you die, those souls will still be there, which normally doesn't happen. Well, it doesn't happen. You don't have to. That was worth getting hit there. So this is cancel the Ember animation, but still use the Ember. Don't be a noob like me to do that. I've just completed an SL1 run using help. Pick up this. And this guy will help you. Playing offline, so this is an NPC. He does only a little damage on the boss, but he's pretty nice to have in the game, as he is pretty good. Like, it's a nice distraction to have. It's pretty hard to kill. There's a knight up there that's super hard to kill, but we'll drop a nice gem for a quality build. Quality builds are builds that have both strength and dexterity, so maybe 30 and 30 in it, both strength and dex.
And you may do the helpful. This it if you then and
Alright. Here is an weapon we're going to be collecting. I mean, but why not Albert, man? What's he doing? As you saw. That's a great axe. Okay. So we just got this. This weapon is pretty good. It's lighter than Claymore. He has a variety of attacks. Has a spin to win. It's a really good weapon. It's a really good weapon, but I'm not gonna use it since we're gonna use this top tier weapon. It's top tier. I'm not joking around, but it's good. Look at that damage. 289 for a later game is terrible, but if you're using a Claymore, that is. If it's a straightforward, yeah. I'm gonna do a little striker that I like to use. You probably wouldn't use it if you're new, but try to use it. You just want to buff and activate the fight. I didn't get it off, but if you get it off, you can actually save it. Doesn't matter. Look at that damage. You can stay under him for 2 seconds. Look at the Claymore, man. He's got to do his volley of charge. Well, charge at you. You have to make sure that hit lateral boost. Okay. We'll use the souls in a second. But we're gonna go save the NPC. These guys orange skulls. Those for some specific enemies. If you throw it, those enemies will just go and try to get them. If as if they were you, but only work on specific enemies. Most of the time, it won't work on most bosses.
Oh, a champion of ash
few.
as I live and breathe. To be in your presence, I am
Accept him. He doesn't deserve this. You're gonna have to commit KYS to complete his quest. His quest. There's still a quest line tied to him. Furia and stuff. I will look up how do you do that whole quest line because I still need to get certain trophies. Okay, you didn't need to say that guy. Another ending that I need for certain trophy. Probably level up a bit. See how we're doing. We're gonna do a volley of put outs as well. When you get this red out of going, you need it. Like, and having to put your head didn't have to shove. Take all the others. I will be showing you some of this. I want to keep this video a bit shorter, because I do need a bit skin. I'm also going to level up a bit. There's a covenant that way. If you go up that ladder down there and there, you'll see an enemy. Don't kill it. Instead, examine it, and it'll bring you down to the place. You'll see an NPC. He'll ask you if you follow. Keep talking to him until he gives you the homeward bone and the covenant. Not major covenant. Oh yeah, forgot to explain how this works. Way of blue, playing online. What happens is if someone's being invaded by a red spear, if someone's in the around your soul level range, is in the either the blue sentinel's covenant or the gold and the dark moon. Or the summon into the world to assist you to kill that red invader. Back to fire line. Now level up. Do the volley of quit outs I said we're gonna do. We will probably do career ass quest line, which ends very late game.
Well, very well. Then touch taken.
We're gonna level up one in bit and a bit in here.
Farewell, Ashley.
Now I think I can have red tears going on. One more point in the bit. What the heck? Why? I mean, I could fast roll this. Like, what? Huh?
Oh, and just heaven, thank you.
Give the letter red his bone. Quest line tomorrow. He sells a bunch of stuff.
Goodbye.
Quit out. Due to volley of quit outs, I think you need to quit out 3 times. Right? Yeah, 3 times. Wait, right? No, 2 times. Alright, you get curl up gesture. You can switch for a gesture that you want to switch for. Quit out again. Okay, this is the last quit out we're gonna have to do.
I might as well.
Send in to pillage. Only do this if you have not reached the road to sacrifices. Otherwise, do not do it.
Thank you.
Otherwise, you'll never see it again. Also, if you're looking for a straight longsword and you didn't start with knight, here. You can buy rope, firebombs. You can buy throwing knives, this stuff. You can buy so much stuff. Here's the other NPC we saved, but we're gonna save that next video. But we will get the free will. Like, we gotta get it immediately. But then we're gonna do
Be safe.
more HP. That's good. Okay.